This is Lady Shar. Welcome to my channel. I just had to plug in my light because it is not cooperating. It's Sunday night. My family is watching the AEW pay-per-view, and I want to try to finish setting up the week in these various planners. So I have this one out. I'm going to do this one next. This is the mom agenda. Show you more in a second. So the mom agenda, if you have not watched any of my previous videos about it, it's a 18-month planner in a very 9x7, very sturdy, flexible cover. I do adore, and they should keep that. It was last year's was hardcover, I guess more rigid hardcover. This is much better. So I got this free. I won in the Mother's Day contest last year, and I used the months as future planning. See, I have them written down. I need to, and I use the back strictly to play with kits, and I actually just love doing this, just flipping through and seeing the progression of seasons, the different kits, so on. So, if you've the ones last few days that I've done, my printer's broken, so I have to make do with what I have and what I have. This is the kit, the one remaining full kit that I have. So we are going to use it in here because I do very much like to have a full kit in here. As I said, I like that flip through, and I do hope to get the whole year in here and be able to just flip through the whole year. That is so. Even though it is not like a necessary part of my planning, I do like the fact that it has these. It says kids here, but they have my agenda version that doesn't say kids. So you can make it whatever you want. I do like that I do have kind of one way to. I didn't write my son's work schedule in there that day. He worked 30. Friday I got called in. I can see what everybody's doing. I'm gonna start a Notion. Oh, and there went my light. There we go. Okay. So I did start a Notion, and I'm gonna try to make it a family Notion. That is in development. I still like to see it in things in paper. So I had the hell of a time with these kits from it's the first time I used. They're beautiful, and I like what they include. If you're a silhouette user, you're probably golden. I'm sure they're fine. If you are a Cricut user, it is real bad. Real bad. It takes a lot So if you never used a cry cut, you put everything into something called Cry Cut Design Studio. Pardon my really nasty looking nail. This is all that is left. But yesterday my hands were like red and blue ink trying to fix the printer. That is all that's left, and I can't seem to get rid of it. Slowly starting to come off, but it is. Pardon my nasty. Yeah. But most of the rest of it's come off. Anyway, back to this Cry Cut design. Yeah, when you get blue ink up under your nail, it sucks it out with thinner ink. You put everything into this program, and then you take it. They have a background remover, but it is, if it's not formatted right, it will take off, even if there's even a little bit of white on the edge, it'll take it and it'll go all the way through. So you have to go back and fix it, but in their infinite wisdom, the designers of Cut Design Maker have not given you your only tool is a circle. It goes from like size 1 to 100. Circles aren't great for things like corners, straight lines. So this is a solid piece. I cleaned up the edges as best I could, but there was no line separating that, and trying to do that with the Cry Cut tool is hard. Same with these. They are not separated. So yeah, it's just, it was a lot of cleanup. It was not fun. I am not buying from this creator. Again, look at this. Really pretty. It's painful. But it's usable enough for what I currently have doing. So we will get by. So what it does mean is this, in order to get the, what I usually do, oop, you don't need the cable that is right. Come on, next filling. There. Alright. I'm going to have, got it. Like this. Cutting like this because it's easier. I'm trying to limit the amount of outs, no edges. It's just harder to get uh, it off the backing when it is like that. So this one just came right off. Triangle. What is this one? And prove me wrong. There is one that is like its own. I think this is a both a set, so we are going to try to get this off. There we go. And then here. This one. Move this way. Alright, now I need so for some reason these are boxes of 3. I don't particularly like them, but they'll do. And then I just need a singular box. So this is a box of 3 too. I'm just gonna hold on. These ones. I thought there were some other boxes someplace. And for this, I'm going to take the cute. And there we go. I really do not feel like trying to cut, because last week it didn't go very well. The week before it wasn't too bad. There were some mess ups like this, but it got real bad this week. I don't know if I'm up to that. I mean, cutting these into 7 equal pieces. I guess I probably could do the math. But 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need a little bit more than half an inch or half a centimeter. 1, 2, 2, 3, 6, 7. That's roughly, but those are not, they're not equal, but they're not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I wonder. We are going to try this. I don't know how well it'll work. Quite, but it's better than if I could do it. Cleaner than if I could hand cut it. Three. Four. 5. That's not good. I might have to just get rid of that one. Edit for this one, maybe. It's still not great, but they're better than what I probably could have done by hand. So we'll go. Right? I don't know. Hope everybody's had a good weekend. The first part of this, I mentioned that I had to run out the door, wake up, check my phone, realize that the play date, my son and his friends were planning, was on. Even though no one had messaged anything yesterday. And, we stay up late on the weekends, and last night was no exception. And so we sleep in. And, yeah. Nope. And so I jumped up, said, hey, you guys still there? You be there in I can be there in 15 minutes if you guys are still gonna be there. And they're like, yeah, come on. And then so it was one of those throw on clothes, make sure the kid is ready. Say, throw some drinks in a bag, we're running out the door. That is what we did. Oh, yeah. Yep, not doing this again. And I can't get this thing off. Oh. If I could print out something else, probably would. But, no, I probably wouldn't. I don't like to waste things. Printed it out, I'm gonna try to use it. But my printer is still on the fritz and I can't call till Tuesday. That's fun. Come on. There we go. I hope so. I had things I wanted to do this week, and I'm not weekend or why I'm off. That I'm not gonna be able to get done because printer. That's okay. There are worse things. Turns out my moleskin will be here tomorrow, not today, so that's slightly annoying. But yeah, I spent my day kind of. I hate to argue with people online, I really do. But sometimes it happens. This time it's in my own fandom. Stray Kids started their North American leg of their tour, and already people are like bitching about set list. And I'm like, back in the day, we never used to know what the set list was. What they're complaining about essentially is that they're trying to couch it now in terms of money, but there were 8 solos that were on Great Boys. There were 8 solos that were on the set list for the Australia leg of the tour. They released a mixtape in March after that tour was done. That part leg was done with 4 duets. So they took out the 8 solos and put 4 duets. But basically, there is a 4-song difference in the length of both of the tours of each concert. And it's basically they're trying to say, oh, we paid more and it's a shorter show. Well, you pay more because of local issues, right? It's not their fault about the local economy in each place in Latin, North America, and Europe. And I'm like, I gave somebody several valid reasons why they decided to swap out, because they're going to want to show off their new music, and uh of course they're going to want to do their new music, and it makes sense to swap. Like, they're from Korea, right? So most of Asia and even Australia, which is where 2 of them are from, are really close to their hometown. So I'm sure the shipping and transportation costs of bringing like the whole set and the production are cheaper than they are to go across the whole world, to Latin America and North America, and then on to Europe. So there's that. There's also the fact that the 8 solos probably are a bit grueling to do, and they have more breaks between concerts on the Asian leg than they do in the Latin North American leg, because obviously they're not going back home, right? In between concert dates, like they did. And uh, and for the Asian pavilion, right? So it's like transportation. 'Cause it's these. Some of them have pretty elaborate sets. You know, they don't have to bring the rigging and the production, the settings with them if they don't do the solos, and they sub in there for the four duets. They tightened up the time because they're back to back to back to back to back. So I understand why they tightened up the set. It took out maybe the things that were hard, like they took out the 8 solos because that's pretty hard to do the whole song yourself. Like, and we already know one of the members has back problems. They've announced that he wants to be on stage, but he's going to do modified choreo. So you want them to do longer sets now? Like it's people being butthurt that maybe their favorite song was one of the solos, and they're trying to make excuses that it's about money, and they paid more for a lesser experience, whatever the fuck that means. And I don't. It's stupid. And it's like you can be disappointed that your favorite song's not sung, but you shouldn't get angry at the company because it's the artist's choice on the set list, and you shouldn't let it ruin all of your tour experience, right? Your experience at that concert. Yeah, it's silly. Ian works Wednesday and Thursday unless he gets called in. Okay. Week. All right. Leander might have a play date. Week. When did I start Body in the Garden? I think it was Friday. Started Body in the Garden on Thursday. Still reading this one though. All right, that's done. Turned out cute. Moving on. So I had to like go through things to find notion. See, I'm back. Child interrupted. All right, what I have to do. Coffees and a little Debbie. So we are going to try to take one of these. And I didn't bother with your. This is the only one I've decorated this whole month. I'm tempted not to, but let's. I did like how I used it this week. What it worked well. So let's see if I can find the matching fold kit. Yep and yep. This is mostly what I was looking for, because then I could put that here. If you hear yelling, that is my family watching Double or Nothing. AEW pick. So, as you can tell, I really hard to do straight lines, and if I cut through that. So, I could use that other one, or I can like do these. One. Alright. Let's try it. Not perfect, but right. Not the best, but it'll work. Yee. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'm gonna do. I really liked this layout. Not quite sure how to do it. Okay, I don't hate it. Over here. Have you find? Well, here's one box. Let's use some of these. Do this. I am just going to go and cut. Not perfect, but it'll do. Come on. So, let's put that. Something to cover up. I don't hate it. For being makeshift, I definitely don't hate it. See if we can take some of these. Cute. Like that. And over here. Uh, deco. Oop, that did not work. Various places. Places around. Just like, kind of like this. And I think I like it. I think it actually turned out cute. I'm not mad at it. This is finance. This is social media. This is film. And I added filmed planner chat. Edited and posted too. And I filmed the sound. CP may set up. So film. Commit30. Okay. Thermometer. Agenda and HP. And like so. 6, 7, 8. And this is dark enough. Okay. 1, 7, 8. 30. Yeah, 31. I'll definitely try to use date.4, but for the moment. Alright. I don't hate it. That. Alright. Yeah. 2 down. 2 to go. Alright. So I still have to do write in today. And then this is this last week. Wait. Heaven Chum Girl. Which went. No, I kind of ended on that one. Let's see. Do this. This is the last week. This is my combination bullet journal daily dump kind of thing and memory book, which I'm very behind on. And not having a printer working is putting me further behind, but that's okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and washi, do all the washi first. I will not need to do Sunday because Sunday will go in the June book. This is will be at Wonderland and 52 and not astrology. And Tuesday. Thursday. Something stupid is probably about to happen on AW. It's Friday and Saturday. Yeah, something stupid must be happening. Friday and Saturday. So I do not need Sunday. So this is going to be my traditional end of the year, end of the month. This is what I'm reading. This is what I watching. This is what I'm listening to. Okay, my kid is yelling, he's crying, he's dead. So something jumped off something very high that they shouldn't have jumped off of. For the Alright, so that's what that's gonna be. Let's go back to this. Let's go do, where's my what I've been using. And other things. Okay, you can go back. What do right now. Alright. Six. Seven. Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday. Interesting. Friday, Saturday. I'm kind of confused. I think there was an error. In the printing process here. Friday, Saturday. Oh, they can wait. Okay. These should be Monday and Tuesday. That's an oops. I didn't. Yeah. Taking pictures of. Right. Okay. That's interesting. Oh. Okay. Back to this page. All right. What do we got? In here. That goes. Mhm. Okay. Oh, bugger. I was going to use these. I should have done it when I thought about it last week. This will just have to be. I guess I can put this at the back. We're going to use these. Technically, I should have used these last 2 weeks. Oops. So, I'm going to go. Like this. Right. So what we need is first put I need these. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna put. We are going to take. I'm gonna lose the do. Put it up here. That here. Take one of these. Here. This. This one here. Oh, there we go. I'm actually gonna put one. Going to be journaling. Let's see what we got in here. This is where I try to use stuff Oh, I don't particularly like these little ones, but I'm going to use one. Pick it up. Knitting. One, two more. Two, one. And I'm going to use one of these for dinner. The goal is always to try to use up some stuff. Where I can. Okay. Let's put one of you here. I put another one. I will. Cute. I like that. All right, in between. Terms of deco. Okay, so here we usually put just saw. Oh, I know I just saw some ones that I have not used up. So I usually try to put a bunch of characters. I changed them this last time. I moved the health ones to the TN. So now they're more. Technically, this is a no spend on me. And I read every day. TV, I watched a little bit today. I'm hydrated every day because I do that. I'm filming. What is it? Good night. I'm filming. Why do kids insist that they have to tell you right now something that isn't going to happen in July? Just wonder. So yeah, like I think this was supposed to be one thing, but it's not. So it's just not gonna work. What I'm looking for currently is because I'm looking for what it says, little things. And I'm going to the last one because I've been using these this whole month. Oh, and I've been using these too. Journaling. I'm gonna split it into two. I'm gonna do print without printing. And I'm gonna do printing. Alright. So those are some of these will get used in the common planner when I do like May, but I don't put trackers in that. So these are getting moved to here. I could probably start using the monthly ones. Maybe I'll do those and what am I trying to think of? The new Moleskin Daily. Well, however, I want to set that up as oops, wrong side. That's why it's not going in the wrong side. All right, we got 4 here. What did I use these at? No spend. Hopefully this does not clear. Reading, movie. Oh, let's go movie on. No sugar. Which I guess yesterday could be, except I drank a margarita. Is that considered low sugar? I don't think it is. Alright. More trackers. What more do I need? 1. And then a hydrate. I know I have boxes in here. Boxes. Right there. These are Coca Daisy pens that I use just for why? Because very hard to write on it with a regular gel pen. What? This might need a new stuff. Weekly, weekly med, pharmacy, and grocery. Definitely. All right, so I just need one more. So let's take this big purple one, put it here. Did I say it was? Knitting. I have knitting down here. So why do I need it twice? Good question. What should I put this as? Exercises, maybe? That's okay. And then I have one of these. All right. So now I can just go in and do a little bit of decorating. Put some little things, places. Trying to done. So this one goes Saturday. This page is done. All right. This I'm going to put. Boy. Mostly. So hard to put down whole page things. Doesn't have to be perfect. All right. So everything else I can just put someplace. I think this is pretty good. Let's write down. Well, Canon tech support. I have Canon. Yeah. Oh, criminologist. All right. So journaling, setup, playdate. So you see the journaling did not. Look, work right. What can I do without printer? I can put away May stickers. I can finish March. Washi April. Do those things. Catch up in CP. I can do those things with the printer. Print out rest of April. Print and cut to kit. Umbrella. Et al. Oh, it's hot in here right now. Print. So those are the things that need to get done. Okay. I think it's cute. I like it. Calling that a day. Oh, I should set this up. I'll wait to decorate. I don't feel like it right now. But in the meantime, I'm still gonna stick this back in here. Put stuff down. I can. What I want to do. So on her deck on their monthly always has currently reading, currently watching, currently. I'm gonna put the memory up here. All right. So I'm putting this up in here for now. And I think I'm gonna stop. I'll do TN. No, I'm just gonna do it. I couldn't take that long. I would have. All right. I really, really liked this setup. I slept good. Slept decent. I did not put on makeup yesterday. Yeah. Okay. Yesterday. Not bad. It's pretty good. Tired today. Spent time outside. I always get tired lately when I've been outside because of pollen. Pretty sure I forgot my eye drops yesterday. So, I've had hip pain. Not a lot of it. Alright. So I've actually really liked done it the last 2 weeks like this. I really like it. It gets everything I needed to get. So crank out my trusty. Where did that black pen go? Ooh, this was in. Where did that black pen go? Alright, so I'm just gonna follow. What am I using? I've been using these to draw the line. Because I can see them through to my river paper. Okay. Go. Oop, I missed one. Alright, so that is my grid, my sections. So this is kind of where I get to play with stickers, by the way. I think I have not missed any. I need to go do. Kind of the reason I want to get this done is because I'm gonna have to go upstairs and do the weekly meds since I ran out of the house without doing them this morning. First up, we need a sleep. I should start. There is. I can use this one. Yep. I don't think any of these other ones. Correspond. Alright. Sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. Self care. Okay. Mood. And I've just been using um because I print these, so I can always print more. Just take a random one, put it there. And then I need a little box. Used up all my little boxes. Here. Symptoms. Trackers. Put on the trackers while I'm in here. How many doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. One, two, three, Another little one. 6. I think I'm gonna need to print out trackers at some point. I have but I can't print anything out, obviously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Some of these big ones, since I have room. The other boxes. I need one right here. I use I don't know that yet because I usually do the beds in the morning on Sunday. And then I need a physical. One day, once this week. Tuesday. That's the refill tracker. Different. The one that says appointment. Oh, it's over. Amazes me. I don't have any. So for me, put in a. Daytime sleepiness, cramps, pain, sciatica, allergy, bad sleep, eye drops, me, and this is the AM, yeah, and then straight across. I almost always, it's kind of ingrained to take my meds, but every once in a while then I will like forget. All right. I'm all ready. And I am completely set up for the week until the moleskin gets here tomorrow, and then I will have to do that one. But I hope everybody has a good week. Oh yeah, I still don't know what to do with the month with these kinds of what I should do with it. See you next month. Bye. Please like and subscribe.